Brandon Quick, my move out Maz and Sadiq. We're gonna go over some power flower. I think that's what I like calling it. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Okay, and this is why. Check it out. We're doing the flower sweep, right? We're doing the flower sweep. Why would I do the flower sweep? Let's talk about that first. I can have multiple grips on his arms. Like I can have his sleeves, his elbows, and that, you know, all these kind of different elbow grips, wrist grip, sleeve grip, anything that pretty much blocks one arm. Anything I do in the full guard, I'm pretty much going to block one arm. Watch. Relax, but right. So if I do a scissors sweep, I'm blocking this arm, right? When I go to sweep them, right? If I do a bump sweep, I'm blocking this arm when I sweep them. If I do a pendulum sweep, I'm blocking this arm when I sweep them. So it's the same thing in the flower sweep. I'm blocking that arm, and sometimes I'm blocking also that foot, right? But sometimes not. It's just taking away the post. We all heard the jiu-jitsu adage: table, one leg missing, kick it towards the missing legs. Or missing leg. That's what we're talking about. But another reason why I would want to, or in what I'm doing here, is sometimes Mazen, I can't break him down. If I can't break him down, or there's no hand on the mat, I can't break his posture, then I'm not gonna, if he's pushing or anything, like I'm not gonna get his posture broken. I'm not gonna do a bump sweep right now. You know, I'm not gonna do one of those types of techniques. I might not even be able to get a scissors sweep. I would start to go towards the flower sweep, so now I can go lower. My grips are lower on him, okay? So I can go there and knock him over. I'm kicking and I'm throw him over. We'll break that down. Let's do the super simple version. Let's just say maybe he's holding on to my belt. That's one of the first things I learned for posture. I was push on the belt, right? A lot of guys do that in the beginning. And then their hands will be there a lot in no-gi. Sometimes you'll get variations, of course, with the collars and stuff, but we'll just talk about this one position now. So I'm going to hold his sleeve, pistol grip, cat's paw, hook grip, whatever you want to call it. That elbow sleeve right here, this is a real good one too. Holding that one there, or holding the elbow here. Either way, his hand's not allowed to touch the mat. The other one, let's just turn a little bit away. The other one, without even looking, he has slack right here in his pants. Okay, so you always grab that. But knowing in BJJ competition, you can't put your fingers inside the sleeve or the pant sleeve. So make sure that when you make this grip, you don't reach down and hook an illegal grip. Make sure it's the end of his pants. You can hold the end of his pants, or you can pistol grip it just like the sleeve, right? Either that way, or if you want, you can grab the little creases right here on the knee. Either way, and you'll feel each one lifts his base kind of different, all right? Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stomp on one. I'm blocking this arm. I'm going to stomp on one side. This leg is straight. It's like a log. Like I call it thigh slapping. I'm like, boom, I'm hitting him with my knee, like right behind the armpit. And I'm trying to hit him 45, right? I don't want to push his weight into his other knee. So I'm trying to hit him with the straight log. If I curl my leg, I just don't get any oomph on me, do I? I don't rock his base. Even if I curl the leg. If my leg is straight, boom, and I hit him, now's the time right when his base is off, I lift his pant leg. As soon as his shoulder hits the ground, all right, I'm pushing up with this. As soon as his shoulder hits the ground, it's now okay to let go of his arm grip. And I'm going to start to come into base. I prefer to hold on to this pant leg. I come all the way up, and I'll start to cross face. I'm still holding on, turn a little bit, Muff. I'm still holding on to the pant grip. Why? Because I'll settle. Hip escape. Go, Muff, escape. Right? It's hard for him to do anything when I have this. Okay, now I can come underhook, or I'm out in my base, whatever. Let's do it another angle. Okay, so now I have the sleeve. Let's do a different grip. Let's even say I'm here like this. All right, I got the sleeve here maybe. Maybe he's holding on to these two collars or whatnot. And I took this sleeve here. And then now, instead of grabbing the end of the knee, I'll grab the pant leg. I'll make a little grip. You don't have to move, right? It's always going to be there. I just got to fiddle with it. Now I'm going to stomp on the ground and then whack him, right? I'm going to boom, I kick him over, lift the pant leg, slide right into the crossface. Keep my weight nice and tight. He's going to go buck wild for a second. I got him. And then when he settles, I'll usually get his underhook, or I'll put my weight out. Okay. Now, the truth is that's really hard to hit when you're a beginner, right? Like as a guy who has multiple affiliates in schools, I teach a lot of beginners, right? I teach a lot of white belts and blue belts and purple belts. You know, fewer people are purple, fewer people are brown, fewer people are black. And so the more that I teach beginners, the harder that the flower sweep is for brand new people, I realize, because it takes timing and mat time, and they don't have the mat time yet. So it's hard for them to get the actual move in free roll. They'll do like 50 flower sweeps in training. You know, they'll just be back and forth doing flower sweeps because it's easy to drill. But the truth is it's a timing technique. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show what I call the power flower and force it, okay? How much time is running right now, Mike?
4 minutes.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to do the power flower. Now I'm going to load them. Okay, it doesn't matter where the grip is at. Okay, you can have it on the collars, the belt, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna hold his sleeve or confirm the grip, or hold the back of his elbow. Again, whatever, either way doesn't matter. I prefer to grab the knee pant right here, so I'm not so committed down here. But I'm gonna grab that knee pant. I'm gonna put my foot on the hip, and I'm really digging in with my heel, and I'm sticking this knee behind his shoulder a little bit. Look, so I'm here. So I'm not in front of his elbow here like this. I'm over him like here. And this one's gonna stay curled because I don't want him to push my leg down or anything like that. And I'm gonna arch my hips, get on my shoulder, and I start to roll my nose over. If Mazen does nothing, this is what happens. Okay? And sometimes he might do that. And sometimes he might resist. And he's gonna resist in 2 ways. He's gonna put this hand on the mat, 3 ways I should say. He's gonna put this hand on the mat and push back, right? He'll be like this, boom, right? He might actually even take this hand on the mat, or both, right, in post. Or he might just freaking lean real hard against my pressure, right? So let's just talk about leaning. I'm up, I curl, I'm not turning over. He's leaning real hard, he's trying to come back. I'm gonna slam my foot on the ground and turn my right leg straight. So now all I did is just took the same technique and loaded to make it easier. I would teach beginners this a lot more because the regular flower sweep can be kind of difficult to hit in timing. But since they can force this one, and it's good for higher levels, since they can force this one, it becomes easier to hit. I grab a knee pad, foot on the hip, I load, I start to push, she comes back. Sometimes I can actually keep my foot here and still accomplish the flower sweep. Sometimes I'll stomp down, okay? Sometimes when he's off of his butt a little bit, right, and I have the foot up like this, you'll see I can actually end up stepping on his calf. All 3 of those options are good, okay? You're gonna have to feel it in the moment. Pulling these 2 grips together, load, push, right? Maybe he pushes on one hand. Same thing, right? He pushes back, stomp, and the leg turns straight. I'm lifting, shoulder hits the mat, I let go. The power flower. Let's do it from a couple angles. All right? So I'm here. And in the next video, me and Mazen will show you a couple submission attacks and things to do. All right? Thanks.